Hello, my dear students, and the rest of the learners. Welcome to part 25 of a 25-part series of tutorials on creating presentations using Microsoft PowerPoint. In this tutorial, we are going to look at how to print slides, notes, and handouts in PowerPoint presentations. My name is Meme JM, or you can simply call me Emily Swap. You can print your entire presentation, that is the slides, outline, notes pages, and audience handouts in color, grayscale, or pure black and white. You can also print specific slides, handouts, notes pages, or outline pages. Most presentations are designed to be shown in color, but slides and handouts are usually printed in black and white, or shades of gray, what we call the gray scale. When you choose to print, Microsoft PowerPoint sets the colors in your presentation to match your selected printer's capabilities. For example, if your selected printer is black and white, your presentation will automatically be set to print in grayscale. With the print preview, you can see how your slides, notes, and handouts will look in pure black and white or in grayscale, and adjust the look of objects before you print. You can also make certain changes when you preview before printing. You can select what you want to print: the presentation, handouts, notes pages, or just the outline. A layout for handouts. You can also select to add a frame around each slide for printout only. In addition, you can select the orientation, that is portrait or landscape for handouts, notes pages, or an outline. In addition, you can select the header and the footer options. You can choose to print all the text in your outline or just the slide titles in either landscape, that is horizontal, or a portrait, that is vertical orientation. The printout might look different from the screen display, while you can show or hide formatting, such as bold or italic, in the outline view on screen. On the printout, the formatting will always appear. You can print your notes pages, either for your own use when delivering a presentation, or to include as handouts for your audience. Notes pages can be designed and formatted with colors, shapes, charts, and layout options. Each notes page includes a copy of the slide it refers to and prints one slide per page with the notes printed under the slide image. To print 2 slides per page with the associated notes printed next to the slides, you can send the presentation to Microsoft Word. Headers and the footers on the notes pages are separate from the headers and the footers on the slides. You can design and create handouts similarly to the notes pages. However, you can choose from many layout options for printing, from 1 slide per page to 9 slides per page. The 3 slides per page option includes lined space for notes taking by the audience. For additional layout options, you can send the presentation to Microsoft Word. The headers and the footers on handouts are separate from the headers and the footers on the slides. And just presentation colors to print in black and white. So if you want to adjust your presentation colors to print in black and white, this process does not change colors or design in the original colored presentation. To do that, you click on the View menu and select Normal View. Then click on Color to print in color, or on Grayscale or black and white buttons to print in gray or black color. Note, you can apply different grayscale or black and white settings to different objects on the same slide. The following is a demonstration on how to adjust presentation colors to print in black and white for a presentation by the name Introduction to Emily Swap. So what we need to do is to open our presentation. Like now, we are in our presentation, and then you click on the View menu, and then under View menu, you can see, you can choose color. You can click on color, this one, or you can click grayscale. Let me click on grayscale. You can see how it will look like. If I want to go back to colors view, I have to click on back to color view. And then I can click again on the view menu and click black and white. You can see how the presentation will look like when printed in black and white. We can click on print preview from the quick access toolbar to see how the presentation looks like. Now, you can see that when you preview, the presentation is still in color. But if you print it out, it will be in black and white. Let me click back to color view. And there we are. Before you print your work, it's always important to preview the page before printing, just as you have been doing in our presentations. So to print preview a page before you print, you click on the print preview button from the quick access toolbar. And then you use the navigation buttons on the preview window to look over the page before printing. The following is a demonstration on how to preview a page before printing for a presentation by the name Introduction to Emily Swap. So to preview this presentation before we print, what you need to do is simply to click on Print Preview from the Quick Access toolbar. So a print preview is here. However, if you don't see the Print Preview button, you can always click on this button here under the Quick Access toolbar, and then you click on Print Preview and print if it's not checked. Currently, it is checked, so it is on displayed. So we can click on Print Preview. Once you click on Print Preview, you'll be taken to this screen. You can be able to scroll through the pages by clicking on this button for the scroll bars, or under the scroll bar, you can click either down once, the down button, or the button for moving from the or towards the previous slides. This way. You can also use the zoom slide on the lower right-hand side of your screen, and you can zoom to increase the view or to reduce the view. You can also navigate your pages using the navigation buttons at the bottom here. So you can click on this button to move from one page to another, or even backwards the previous pages or the previous slides. Remember, you can always zoom in or zoom out. So from this preview, I can see that all our content is within the slides. So that's how you preview your presentation before doing any printing. Then once you are done, you click on print, or you can go back to your presentation. once you've previewed your presentation or your slides, you can now print slides, outlines, notes, or handouts. To do that, you click on File menu and click Print. Then select the printer under Printer. Under Settings, select the layout for what you want to print. For example, full page slides, notes pages, or outline. To print handouts and select the number of slides per sheet, select the intended slide combination, or what we call the slide layout or sheet layout. Specify whether to print in color, grayscale, or black and white. Set the number of copies to be printed under Copies. To change orientation, click on Printer Properties under Printer section and select either Landscape or Portrait Orientation, then click OK. Then click on Print button to commence printing. So the following is a demonstration on how to print slides, handouts, notes, outlines, etc. in the presentation by the name Introduction to Emily Swap. So if you want to print the various items in our presentation, you open the presentation first. Then you click on File menu and click on Print. Now, once you are on this screen, you can set various aspects or attributes for your printing. The first thing is for you to select the printer. So you click on this button here and the printer, choose the printer that you want to use to print your presentations or parts of your presentation. In my case, I don't have any installed printer, but I can print it to PDF. So for me, I'm going to choose the PDF printer. So I'll click on this button and click Microsoft Print to PDF. I can click on the printing properties or printer properties to change the orientation of my printouts. So I can click on landscape or portrait. In my case, because most of my content is prepared in landscape, I'm going to choose the landscape. If you click on advanced, you can see what you have. Yes, you can set the paper size from here and the number of copies. In my case, I want to retain that. So let me click on cancel. And then here, I can click on OK. Under settings, if you click on this button here, where it is print all pages, you can see we have a number of options. You can print all pages, you can print current slide, or you can choose custom range, where you enter specific slides to print. For example, I can click on custom range, and then I can type slide number 2 and slide number 4 to 6, that way. So you type and you separate them with the commas, you use dashes, etc. And then under this button here, full page slides, you can click here and decide what you want to print. If it is full page slides, you click on full page slides. If you want to print notes pages, you click on notes pages. You can see if you want to print the notes pages. If you want to print the handouts or the outline, if you want to print the outline, you click on that button and then choose outline. So that's how you select, that's how you decide what to print. Do you want to print slides? Do you want to print notes pages? Do you want to print outline? Then the other thing you can print are the handouts. Do you want to print one slide per page? Do you want to have 2 slides being printed on a single page? Do you want 3 slides on a single page? Do you want your handouts to have 4 slides horizontal, 6 lines horizontal, 9 lines horizontal, 4 lines vertical, 6 lines vertical, 9 lines vertical? Remember, it's good to choose number of lines per page that are going to be visible. In my case, let me choose 3 lines per page. So I'll click on 3 lines handout. You can see how the handout will look like. The handout is accompanied by the slide and the notes, as you can see. So that's the preview for it. And then under collated, you can choose how to collate. The orientation, you can choose your orientation here, but of course, I would prefer the landscape orientation. So I can click on landscape orientation so that my slides look that way. But if you want portrait, you can click on portrait orientation for the handouts. Then choose whether to print on the color or not. I want mine to be in color, so I can select color. How many copies do you want for the printout? For the printout. Now, if, for example, you want to share these handouts to, or these printouts to 10 people, then you have to set the number of copies to 10. Now, I'm interested with the 2 copies, so let me adjust it to 2 copies. Once you are done, you can click on print. So I've already clicked on the print. Now, because mine is a PDF, you can see I'm being prompted for the name. If it was printing to a printer, the work will start coming out through the printer. So let me click on creating presentations, and I can now save my work. So let me have my PDF being called Emily Swap. Emily Swap. Let me type it properly. Let me call it Emily Swap printing. Emily Swap printing sample. Then I can click on save button. Let me search for my PDF. So I'll click there and browse in my storage media, my computer. So let me click on creating presentations folder. That's where I've saved my work. And then I can scroll on this screen here, and you can see this is our PDF, which has been created just now. So it means that our printing has succeeded. So let me open it so that we see how it will look like. I will click on it and click open. Great. You can see this is our printout. Of course, remember that I didn't really have a lot of content under the notes. So you can see that's our printout. That's our printout. And how many copies do you see? These are 2 copies. There's this copy, which is sheet 1 and sheet 2. The second copy is here. This is sheet 1 and sheet 2. So we have been able to successfully print our work, and therefore, if we are the printer, this handout would come out. If you want to do the printing in another machine, you can still do the printing in form of PDF, and then you can be able to transfer this file using a storage media to a computer that has the printer, and then you can print from there. With that, my dear students and the rest of the learners, we have come to the edge of the 25th tutorial, and that brings us to the end of the 25-part series of tutorials on creating presentations using Microsoft PowerPoint. Congratulations for learning part 25 of 25 on printing slides, notes, and handouts in creating presentation series. You can access the rest of the parts in the series, as well as other computer or ICT videos by clicking or tapping on MLSwap ICT YouTube channel below this video. To subscribe to the channel, tap on subscribe button below this video in YouTube if it's not currently reading as subscribed. For any further correspondence, kindly write it to us through the email mlswap@gmail.com. Thank you very much for having walked this journey with me from the first tutorial of the series to this last tutorial, which is part 25 of 25. I wish you all the best as you learn how to create presentations by following the series of tutorials from the first one to the last one as posted in MLSwap ICT YouTube channel. May God bless you and become a wonderful presenter, a wonderful creator of tutorials, a wonderful creator of presentations using Microsoft and PowerPoint. God bless.